And why am I smiling? Because I have just been scammed proper by a Filipina woman who was going to be my aswana, which means wife. Of course, we could never know that until you meet somebody. But let me tell you about my experience on the best dating site of the different dating sites in the world. The name of the site is Christian Filipina, and they get a 2 thumbs up. They're the most professional and courteous and helpful staff in the world. Now, why am I on a dating site? Well, because I'm moving to the Philippines. So, this woman that I met, after a day or so, she told me her birthday was a few days later. I sent her a small sum of money, which didn't much more than cover the chat for the first few days. A few dollars more, maybe I lie, but it's not a burden to me. So, then for 18 days thereafter, we chatted for 1 hour a day. Now, why would you want to chat with a Filipina lady? Well, because I'm moving to the Philippines and I don't know which island I'm going to move to. So I try to chat with a different woman on a different island and to see what's the pros and cons of the island. And if I like the woman, that's a plus. So now how did I get scammed? That's where we were moving with this. Well, for 18 days, this woman got on the net every day for 1 or 2 hours. Mostly a half an hour, but some days 1 and 2 hours. So after 15 or 18 days, you become comfortable with the person and you kind of believe, unless they make a mistake in the chat, that they're an forthright person. Let's say forthright. But this woman was a professional scammer and she got me good. Let me tell you, after approximately 18 days, or the 22 days, let's say, she probably spent $30 for the chat. And that's when she hit me up for the money, telling me she was giving up her meals and giving up her daily routine so she could chat with me. Well, let me tell you what happened. I said, well, I will send you a large sum of money to cover the chat. So what I did, Michael, yes, I sent this girl 50, when I tell you 50 American dollars, which is exactly twice the cost of this pound of cheese. So if you took this pound of cheese and this quarter of a pound of cheese and this quarter of a pound of cheese and then one more quarter of a pound of cheese like this over here, and you took these 4 quarters and you took one more, if you took this $80 worth of cheese or $60 worth of cheese, I sent her almost this much cheese. She can go out and buy grating cheese at $25 a pound. She can go out and buy multiple pounds with the money I sent her. Now, moving on to something more serious. This is how you can get scammed. They entice you into chatting every day. And you know what they approximately spent. And you know that you're talking to women that appear to be something off of Fantasy Island. Remember that show from the 70s? Well, the Filipino women are like Fantasy Island of the 21st century. Ha! And so you're chatting with this exotic woman who's standing there on a computer throwing you kisses and throwing you hugs, flying kisses and hugs. Oh my God. You can never fall in love with anybody over the net. Anybody who falls in love with anybody over the net is crazy. But I got enticed into sending this woman $50. So she took the $30 for the chat and the additional $20 and she ran away with the $20. I have been scammed. Now, in all fairness, Peter, who owns Christian Filipina, the staff at Christian Filipina are the greatest, among the greatest people I have ever dealt business with. I give them a 2 thumbs up. If I had more thumbs, I would give them more thumbs up. If you ask them a question about a particular issue, they will bend over backwards, spend as much time as necessary taking care of the issue. They are great. However, they can never be responsible for a third party, being myself, being stupid and giving this woman all that money. I told you, we're talking about 2 pounds of cheese here. That's 2 pounds of cheese. at a current price of $25.99 a pound. 2 pounds of cheese. I'm out of my cheese. I got more cheese over here though. But now I got 5 cheeses. I'm good to go. Thank God I didn't run out of cheese. But moving past that, Christian Filipina is the greatest of the dating sites. But I'm going to try a different one because I have met continuously scammers on Christian Filipina and other dating sites. So you can never be too careful. If you want to reimburse them for their chat money and give them a quarter pound of cheese on the side, I think that's okay. It didn't affect me one way or the other. Next week, instead of buying 3 pounds of cheese, I'll buy 2 pounds of cheese. Ha! I love cheese. The women on Christian Filipina and cherry blossoms. It's like a fantasy, which for most people it would be, because unless you have $10,000 to go there, come back, have a vacation, it is a fantasy. But I'm moving to the Philippines, and I am going to be going diving in some of the most pristine waters every day, living on a white sand beach. So, if you go on a dating site, the pros and cons are there. You have to be careful. You cannot go through life being scammed for $50 at a time, which was really only $20. So I'm crying about $20, which is just about a piece of cheese. That's right. Well, not that cheese, this cheese. So I'm crying about a lousy piece of cheese. Ha! I'm a cheesy type of guy. Ladies and gentlemen, be careful on those dating sites. I'm going to do cherry blossoms next. I'll find a woman. I will find a woman. When you go there, that's easy. You just go to an internet dating site and find a girl in real life. That's right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Fazio, another one of these truthful but crazy videos. Be careful on the internet, folks. And if it says Christian, don't believe it, because Christian has nothing to do with morals. That's right. That's right, Michael Fazio. Ha! Jesus says that's right. Ha! Michael Fazio. Ha! Be careful out there, folks. And a God day to everybody. And I hope you find your fantasy wherever that to be. And have a nice day. And watch out for those cheese taker-uppers. Cheese people.